Okay, so it's been close to 2 months since the Samsung Galaxy A53 has been out, and it did receive a lot of good feedback on release. So now that the hype is almost down, let's see what makes this device great and what makes it not so great after an extended period of use. Hello guys, it's Rickaquaog and welcome to my review of the Samsung Galaxy A53. The last Samsung Galaxy A51 that I personally used for a very long time, I go for about 1,700 Ghana cedis. But 2 years later, the A53 here in Ghana costs about 3,000 Ghana cedis, almost double the price. But that's not Samsung's fault. That's how terrible the cedi is performing against the dollar. But that's still going to be a factor if you're considering purchasing any of these devices. Is this device worth 3,000 Ghana cedi? Let's break it down. Let's start with the design. One of my favorite features of this phone. It looks very nice in my opinion. I must admit I didn't like this so much when it was first revealed, but the design kind of grew on me. It comes in blue, black, white and peach. The peach is the best looking one if you ask me. Very lightweight and comfortable in the hand. Nice and round edges, plastic back too. Which I must say has saved me a couple of times from accidental drops with little to no scratches at all. Also, with plastic comes no wireless charging, which shouldn't be a problem. Even the more expensive A53 doesn't come with wireless charging either. This has IP67 dust and water resistance up to 1 meter for 30 minutes, which is really good. Other design choices this time around, we have no headphone jack. Samsung fully embracing the wireless speaker for now, which in 2022 I think most people won't be complaining about. Instead, they place the hybrid dual SIM card tray in that position. On the side, we find a Type-C charging port and a single firing speaker down below, which sounds really decent in my opinion. That means the side of the phone to the top is almost nothing, and I really like this approach. The back looks really pretty with a quad camera setup at the back and the flash, and a camera bump that melts into the build. I really like the design going on here. Now, let's talk about the display. A 6.5 inches 1080p 120Hz Super AMOLED panel also comes with Gorilla Glass 5 display with an Infinity O cutout for the selfie. Another top selling feature of this device if you ask me. Vibrant colors and deep blacks, amazing for watching content, gets plenty bright with outdoor usage with no complaints about that. The control camera almost disappeared whilst I was using this. Very small and never distracted my viewing experience. At the bottom of the display is the fingerprint sensor. I must say it wasn't really the fastest that I have tried, maybe because I was coming from the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor found on last year's S21 Plus, but it's still accurate when it comes to detecting my fingerprints. I just wish it was slightly faster. All in all, when it comes to the display, I have no complaints. A smooth 120Hz refresh rate on this display, pairing it with the stereo speaker setup that comes from this device, it feels really amazing. Here is a sound test. Now, this takes me to the performance. For my period of usage, I must say I wasn't a fan of the animation from the start, but after turning on the developer option and changing the animation speed, the device seems snappier to my liking. Opening and closing apps, watching YouTube videos, browsing social, and occasional gameplays. The One UI 4.1 with Android 12 makes the user experience really nice. It feels really good and responsive, performing well for my day-to-day needs. The Exynos 1280, that's a 5nm chipset, does a really good job accompanied with a 6GB RAM and 128GB of storage mine comes with. The RAM Plus option also gives you the ability to extend your RAM using the storage provided. But being honest, when I pick up my S21 Plus and I come back to this, I do notice a difference between the two. Obviously, the S21 Plus is a flagship and performs as such. And when you compare the A53 to last year's A52s, performance score looks like the A52s does a way better job when it comes to benchmark scores. In general, if you already own an A52s, there's no need to really upgrade to this device. And it might even be cheaper to get the A52s in 2022. This leads me to the batteries. A 5000 mAh battery. It sounds big on paper, but hear me out. Depending on your use case scenario, you could have a different story. On days that I don't do much on my phone, this can go for about 2 days on a single charge, but on days that I find myself on long rides and playing a lot of games to kill time, I did find myself reaching out for the charger before the day ended. It supports 25 watts of super fast charging, but no charger comes in the box, so you have to go pick it up yourself. And if you do that, that is going to fully charge in about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Now let's go to the cameras, which straight up I can't tell you this is great for the price. You get 4 cameras at the back. An ultra wide sensor that shoots at 12 megapixel, the main shooter that shoots at 64 megapixel, a depth camera that shoots at 5 megapixel, and a macro camera that also shoots at 5 megapixel. Pictures are nice and well lit, colors are good, but you still get amazing dynamic range, and the pictures seem to stay consistent switching between the main and the ultra wide sensor. Portraits have a nice natural background blur for the main and the selfie camera as well. For video, this is able to shoot at 4K 30fps and at 1080p, that is when the gyro EIS kicks in. I like the fact that you're able to switch between the rear and the selfie camera whilst recording video. I didn't know I needed it until I had it on this device. When it comes to night mode pictures, these are decent with no complaints either. Other features that I fell in love with when it comes to this device has to do with the vibration motors found on here. The haptic feedback is great. One UI 4.1 and all the features that comes with the color palettes, the privacy features and all, I really dig it. The cameras are good too. What I wish I could change a little bit when it comes to this device has to do with the speed of the animation. Sometimes it feels a little bit sluggish, which I don't really like. For the price of 3000 Ghana cedi, I wish this device was very responsive when it comes to opening and closing apps every single day. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so great. So now that I've shared with you all the great features about this device and not so great features about this device, what do you think about this device? Is it worth a 3000 Ghana cedis? Let me know in the comment section. I'll suggest if you could get the A52s at a very cool price, you could probably pick that up. But personally for me, I like the design of this guy. It looks really nice, so I might choose this over the A52s. Let me know what you think about this device in the comment section down below. Thank you for spending time with me. If you're new to this channel, of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you get notified the next time that I upload a video. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.